watching the English-speaking Al Jazeera network, Death to America. It's the English-speaking action news with Abdul Karim Aziz.
Death to America.
Co-anchor Jumana Fauzi.
My husband allows me to say only Death to America.
The weather with Sunny Alibaba.
This weekend, the weather's going to be hot, hot, hot. I'll give you tips on staying cool. Here's one of them. Death to America.
Berhan Amir with sports.
I'll have the results of the soccer finals between the Mashhad Scorpions and the Tabriz Sunweevils, plus death to President Bush.
Yazid Al Farouk with entertainment news.
Come with me as I go behind the scenes on Lemony Snicket with rubber-faced funny man Jim Carrey. And death to Jim Carrey!
And now, Abdul Karim Aziz.
Good evening and Death to America. Our top story tonight. A Hamadan man lost control of his Passat and slammed into a herd of goats. We go now to Mumar Manir at the scene. Death to America.
Yes, thank you, Abdul. Death to America. I'm here with Ubay Shihab, who witnessed the accident. Miss Shihab, tell everyone what you saw in Death to America.
Yes, Death to America. I was standing over by the store with my friend, just saying to him, Death to America, when this car came flying out of nowhere and then slammed into the goats. And that's it. Death to America.
Death to America.
Oh, is it possible to say Death to America to my mother and sister at home? Hello, Gani. Hello, Jasmine. Death to America.
And now with sports, Berhan Amir. Berhan?
Today was the opening day of the Death to America Cup. Though everyone was at the top of their game, it was the Death to America cheerleaders who stole the show with their decadent display of hot Western sexuality. Back to you, Abdul. Death to the cheerleaders.
Yes, thank you very much, Berhan, and Death to America. And now hold on to your towels, because it's time for that crazy entertainment reporter, Yazid Al Farouk.
All Americans are murderers, and one of them is a thief, and his name is Matt LeBlanc. And he stole my heart. It's Joe on Must See TV Thursdays. Death to America, except for Joey.
Yes. Oh boy, that Matt LeBlanc has impeccable timing.
Impeccable.
It's very good, yes.
Death to America.
And now with another Death to America editorial, our station manager, Marak Al-Fadad.
You ever wonder why we always say death to America? I do. Do we really mean death to all the Americas? Death to South America? Death to America, the band from the 1970s? Perhaps I'm dating myself. When we say death to America, don't we really mean death to the United States? Or the U.S. for short? Sure we do. So next time, let's say what we mean and say death to the United States. That's my opinion. What's yours?
The Death to America views in this editorial are not the views of this station. Oh, goodness. Wait a minute. Yes, they are. From all of us here at the Al Jazeera Action News team, good night and Death to America.
Let's go. Good evening. Greetings,
And
everyone.
Death to America. Oh, sorry.
And Death to America. Thank you. Don't forget that. How's everyone? I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Marcus. And we do this thing every week that we call the New Comic Book Day live stream. And it's brought to you every week by the Alternative City Shop.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and now you can pick up digital comics, including Ninja Bunny Assassin #1 and #2, which are both out of print. You find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books.
And Death to America. Hey, son, what's going on? How the heck are you?
I'm not very good at cleaning my glasses, I don't think. I'm doing well, man. How are you doing?
It's like the Andy, the Andy Rooney character on there. Yeah, I'm not very good at cleaning my glasses. And
Is
Death to
that something he says?
yeah, that's what he
Well,
was. That's what that character was supposed to be like the Muslim as Andy Rooney or something. Yeah.
bro, that is me, dude. For him, I'd be
You just find any
struggling, man.
subject. He like do a whole commentary on any random subject. So yeah. Have you tried using these this little disposable cloths? See, I got a whole bunch of them from who's that sent me? When you get old people send you stuff, and they expect you to just like fall for the okie doke. Like I get stuff from I think I got these little made in China like washcloth or eyeglass cleaning things from was it the Veterans of Foreign War or something like that, and they sent me like 4 nickels and some coasters also made in China, and then they asked for money. So like, am I obligated to you now? Could you send me 20 cents? I don't know what's going on with
Yes.
that. So I guess that works. They wouldn't keep doing it if it didn't work, I guess. But anyway.
I bet it does work, yeah.
Well, I hope
people
I'm not.
feel obligated.
I might as well just give them my credit card information and go from there and just throw myself on their mercy. Yeah. And you're using your shirt or you're using like your fingers and stuff like that. That probably just makes it worse. Oh, you okay? All right.
Are you did you get your books?
Yes, I dragged my ass downtown and through all this heat. How about this heat? And I picked up all the books. I picked up more than I expected because there were some good books available, even though it was a slim pickings week. But I had stuff that was due, like stuff that I'm subscribed to, and then like I had about the few number ones that I just felt like I needed to get them.
Do we have a guest this week?
Not this week. We will have one next week and maybe the week after. I haven't heard back from the other person the week after, but next week for sure. Next week after that, maybe. But,
all right, well, we got
just
the homie 80s guy. My flavored whiskey brother is here first tonight. What up, 80s guy? Good to see you. As always, one of our regulars, and we do appreciate you, my man. The lovely Miss Janet is here, also a regular, and we certainly appreciate her. I think we're going to be all right tonight.
I know I do.
The man, Larry Love, is here, also known as
Larry Love, spinning the hits on the Quiet Storm. The hits your mama love. Just ask her.
What up, Larry? Good to see you. We all missed the Quiet Storm. Bring it back. Phil's Treehouse is here in the house. What up, Phil? Good to see you. Had a good time. It looked like at Heroes Con this year. I was super jealous. Another one of our regulars. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We got D'Artagnan. I almost said it wrong again. Thank you.
You had it right. You had it right once, but yeah, it was. We was D'Artagnan. D'Artagnan,
Yes.
of the Musketeers.
D'Artagnan.
Yes.
I almost said D'Artagnan. No, I didn't catch myself. D'Artagnan, what up, my man? Thanks for joining us. The man, the myth, the legend, Sleepy Reader, aka Damien, is joining us tonight. What up, Damien?
Hey,
a sometime co-host here, and a damn fine one at that.
He's a good man.
See you. Good to see you. Oh yeah, and that's everybody. What do we got going on, man?
Plenty. That's plenty. Well, so much going on, man. I guess I saw your video that you went to see the Superman movie and he had some thoughts about that without giving away any spoilers. So those of us who are not going to be going for a week or two.
I am sick of holding my tongue.
I know.
I want to talk about this movie.
I know you was one.
Right. I will say that I love this movie so much that it triggers me when people don't like it. Kind of, how sometimes when you really love something, you really don't like it when people don't like it.
Yeah,
which is, it's okay that people don't like it, but it bothers me because I like it so much. But I absolutely love it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think it's a new, fun, crisp direction for the DC universe. I can tell you that I never saw a single Henry Cavill Superman movie. I never saw a single one. Never cared. Never wanted to.
Why is that?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I was just never compelled to go watch.
You didn't plan to, or just worked out that way that you never saw?
It's just I just never wanted to go see it. It just never triggered me to go see it. But I'm excited to go see it now.
Interesting.
Hold on. I loved it. It was definitely a good time.
Did you take your son or both the kids or just him?
Yeah, I was gonna take both of them, but unfortunately, I was only able to take one,
Mhm.
and he is bothering me right now. So you take it over while I mute him.
Yes, you gotta do daddy things right now. All right, Marcus. Yep, I understand. My favorite is Superman. Your favorite superhero, 80s guy? I didn't know that. I thought you were more of a Marvel guy. I didn't. That's so how you don't know a guy that well, huh? Oh well, right on. I mean, I wonder if do you have an opinion about the movie? Have you seen it yet? I know you're gonna see it, right? Just at some point, just a matter of time. Wow, very cool, man. Very cool. I mean, I'm hoping that this Fantastic Four movie will be at least as good as the Superman movie because now that the Superman movie appears to be good, it's got a high bar to rise
Mr.
up to.
Terrific, dude. Mr. Terrific is a new star. Mr. Terrific is so elevated by this movie. You're gonna want more Mr. Terrific, and I'm sure we're gonna get more Mr. Terrific. The guy that played him does a great job. He
Hmm.
has, for me, and I think a lot of people, Mr. Terrific has the best scene in the movie, and with a movie with a lot of fun scenes. But Mr. Terrific kills it. If you go for no other reason, go to see Mr. Terrific, man. It was awesome. We got
Well,
Perry Gaming
look
in the
forward to it.
house. What up, Perry? Good to see you, homie. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I bought that Mr. Terrific #1 new series. Maybe I should read that and see what it's about. Maybe
I
it's
I want to go. I'm gonna go find that and buy it. After watching it, I'm gonna find it. I want that. What is it? Spectre number whatever. The first appearance of Michael Holt. I need that book now. That's how I
mm,
feel. I'm feel.
that
Obviously, I'm not gonna run out and get it now because now's not the time to
it's
buy
hot
it.
now, so let it cool off a
But
little bit. Yeah.
6 months to a year from now, I'm buying that book, guaranteed.
Yeah. And it's obtainable because, it's not the first Mr. Terrific, I guess, from way back in the day.
Yeah, which is
So yeah, it's definitely within reach, as they say.
Well, are you planning to go to the theater or are you waiting?
I'm gonna both. I'm gonna wait for maybe another week, and then I'm gonna go to the theater, probably on a Monday or Tuesday morning, and try to catch a matinee before everybody gets in there and
The
shit like that.
Sleepy Reader says it never cared for Mr. Terrific. Now I am dying for more of him.
Wow, that's some
I
that's
never knew a single thing about Mr. Terrific in my life, and now I am dying for more of him, for sure.
I remember there was was it the Tom King? What story was that? Oh, that was the Mr. Miracle Tom King. What's Mr. Miracle? Maybe it was one of those things that Tom King was in. Uh, that Tom King wrote, I should say, one of those 12-issue series. No, it was the Starman, not Starman. The guy with the Adam, what's his nuts? Adam, the space guy. It was
Warlock?
I
Adam
think so.
Warlock?
No, not that's a Marvel thing, but it
Oh,
was
I don't know what you're talking about.
the space adventures in space. I don't know. I'm going all over the place now, but anyway, he had a cameo in there where he was like he just kind of involved with the guy's wife a little bit,
Adam
but
Strange, he says.
Adam Strange. Thank you very much. There's the Adam Strange mini. What do I do without you, Damien? Yes, the Adam Strange mini, which I
I've been
didn't like that much, but the character of Mr. Terrific seemed intriguing, but I was just so over the series taking so long to get to the point. I just kind of dropped it after the 6th or 7th issue and didn't read it all. So I kind of regret that now because maybe I could have gotten a little more insight into him. Hey, Storage Forge. Storage. What's happening? Hey, y'all. So yeah, okay. Well, Mr. Terrific is a breakout star. Crypto is probably a breakout star, and because if
Well,
be cute.
I don't want to spoil anything, but crypto is fun. We're gonna see more crypto, and I'm super excited about it.
Oh, I know. I
I don't
hope
want. God, I can't. I'm so muzzled right now. All right, I'm gonna stop.
there's got to be somebody who's doing like spoiler reviews of the spoiler, podcast. You can hop on and just like spew all the stuff you wanted to say on there, right? I mean,
Well,
I
I've
know a
been in
lot of people.
Discord, so I've been able to talk about it in
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah,
But if you ask me about it, it's very hard for me to not burst at the seams about all of the things. But I will say one thing, and I said this on JP's Budget Collecting. one thing I really like about it is it's been attacked as a woke movie, but
Oh
it's
God.
not. It's not a political movie, and you shouldn't try and make it a political movie. It's just about a movie about being kind, and I don't think being kind should be left or right. It should be something that we all do and can be. And one thing I really liked about the setup is that you have Superman, Clark Kent, who is more of a love everybody, save everyone kind of bleeding heart liberal. And then you have Lois Lane, who's more skeptical, more distrusting of human nature, things of that sort, who sort of a verify before believe kind of gal, which is kind of a conservative, more, I'm very rough here, but, kind of a conservative thing. And you have these two coming together in a relationship, kind of sparring with each other. And I really like that it takes that conversation between the two, because I do think both stereotypes, both archetypes are necessary. So I don't know if anybody agrees with me, but I really like that dynamic of the movie as well.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Yeah. Usually anyone that's, I'm just turned off right away whenever I hear the words woke or DEI. I just like stop listening because this is
Yeah.
like buzzwords for some kind of other agenda. So anybody who's using those words, I can't have a conversation with them. Sorry. Talk to somebody else. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, sir.
What up, Brian? Good to see you.
Yeah.
CBC Awards are open now, cbcawards.org. We are not campaigning for Lorenzo.
We are not. But good luck to all the rest of the contestants. So God bless all you rest of you guys and gals and folks of non-binary nature. All right, so yeah, the Superman is out. Ironheart wrapped up. I mean, got totally overshadowed by the Superman movie because it's a big thing. I got to finish the Ironheart series. I liked it a lot. I mean, I'm failing to understand where all the negative, talk about that is coming from. Like, really? I thought that was pretty good. I mean, a lot of the series have been like the Secret War thing was like, ugh. You think what now?
I think a lot of people who didn't like this series didn't finish it, and I think people who finished it say that it does get better and it does finish well.
It absolutely gets because the best part is the last couple of episodes. Yeah, I mean, you gotta. Yeah, I mean, you're not finishing. You're just out here to talk shit about it. You're not even trying to like it. You gotta finish something before you can give a full judgment on it.
There's a lot of people like that who have an agenda to dislike things. It's part of their way to chase clout, if you will, or engage.
Because they know there's a lot of people out there who are going to jump on that negative bandwagon,
Well, it's not just that, but you get both sides. You get the people who agree with you who are going to be negative, but you also get the people who disagree with you and think they're fighting the good fight by engaging in your comments, but really you're just pushing the algorithm is all you're doing by engaging. So arguing this stuff down is actually helping it, believe it or not.
Now you young Padawan. Yes, you wasting your time talking to those people. They're never going to change their point of view, and you're wasting your time, just arguing with them.
See, you say that sometimes when I'm arguing with them, I'm not arguing with them. I'm arguing for the audience. I'm making a point to the audience, not to them. But I hear you.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, but it was, and I don't want to give away spoilers on that too, because some people may not have watched it, even though it's been out for like several weeks and then dropped in 2 weeks. It was pretty cool. It was how many years late? I think it was filmed like 4 years ago or something like that, and it drops in 2 weeks. 3 episodes 1 week, 3 episodes the next week, so everybody has a chance to see it. My Disney Plus was in flux, just like yours was at first. It took me a while before I could see it. But once I finally watched it, man, it was nice. It was nice to see that, and there was some things that were expected. And all I would say about that is that I was excited that Strange Academy is going to happen. It's going to happen now. I feel like it has to happen now that certain characters have been introduced, and that's all I have to say about that. So there's that.
Get those number ones. They're kind of cheap right now.
They are very cheap and affordable right now. I would get those number one Strange Academy because it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Yeah. So those things are happening. You don't watch the All-Star game, do you? The baseball All-Star game.
I was gonna bet on.
You want to bet on?
But I didn't. I ended up not doing it.
Yeah, I tell you, I love the way they ended with the tie, not just leaving it as a tie like they did a few years ago when they had no contingency plan. Like, gee, that's a tie. We out of pitchers. Oops, what are we going to do? I guess we'll just go home then. And people were pissed off about that. So they finally figured out a contingency plan that would involve pitchers getting injured. And it's a swing of it, just like it's so like, MLB, the show kind of a thing inspired. I love it. I love the fact that, okay, you get 3 guys from each team. They all get 3 swings, and the ones with the most home run wins. Great. That sounds fantastic. And Kyle Schwarber, the current Philly, former Cub, won it because he hit 3 home runs on every swing. The Cubs had that guy in the building. They let him walk out, and they've been trying to replace him every year and ever since. This year's replacement is Kyle Tucker, and he'll be a free agent next year seeking his fortune and fame with a ginormous contract. They're going to still be trying to replace that left-handed power hitter, and they had him in the house and let him walk out. I'm sorry. I'm not bitter at all about that. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, so Kyle Schwarber, I love to see that he won the National League MVP the All-Star Game MVP, I should say, for his performance. I've always thought that guy was like a can't miss slugger, and he's proven me right. So, and baseball fans out there, the 2 of you out there who are maybe watching, I know you might feel I don't know how you feel about the All-Star Game, but I always love the baseball All-Star Game because it is the most. I think I don't know. I guess have the most nostalgia for it because it's the most well done All-Star Game. It's in the middle of the season. Like when everybody cares about, like at the end of the season when it's all over, like football, or it's like a pickup game where LeBron's boys are against somebody else's boys. They wear their own uniforms, and I just love it. Love the MLB All-Star Game. That's it. I'm through. Thank you and good night. Thanks for coming by, folks. Love you. See you next week. Oh yeah, we got a whole rest of the show left. Okay.
Space Case is with you. What up, Space Case? Good to see you, homie.
Yeah, Space Case, what's happening? Yeah, oh man, that was fun. I mean, it's he's not striking out as much. I mean, the other All-Star catcher, yeah, man, what the hell? I mean, after Carol Raleigh, man, being up here in the PNW where you'd be surprised how big Carol Raleigh is up here, man. I don't know how many like big dumpers and little dumpers there are on the softball teams up here. Everybody's got that on their jerseys. It's like that's the big thing right now. He's such a phenom and just like a big teddy bear. He's just such a joy to see play. I'm glad to see the Mariners getting something to cheer about because it might be a while before they get any kind of a championship, but at least they got the best catcher in baseball, and he's a switch hitter, and he's got power. Like, damn, that's a gift from God. Like, God's like, well, Seattle, you've never been in a World Series ever, but bam, Cal Raleigh, you're welcome. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I wish I would have bet on him.
You didn't? Oh, I see. Speaking of betting, I heard people say that online betting, because I've heard this from one source, online betting could be the tobacco of this generation because there's just so much of it is everywhere and it's proliferated and it's like, we don't have it in our state.
I think that's a rough.
Think it's too harsh? Too harsh?
I'd have to hear someone flesh it out, the specifics of what they mean, I think.
They mean that, it's, gambling is already addictive. And here's the thing, like, holy shit, I can just get on my computer and do this thing. Why wouldn't I? Not everybody has good self-control, so that's what I think what they're kind of referring to is that. I was saying that it should go away. I mean, I wish we had it here. So when I had a chance, I feel like doing it, I could do it, but we don't have it here. But,
Yeah, I think the same could be said about alcohol and cigarettes and all kinds of things that are legal.
It's a good size, though. Yeah, I mean, the same could be. I mean, but, we all adults. It's up to you to regulate your own intake or your participation. So, I think it's kind of maybe a hot take, but I think it's just something to be aware of. And just like, it's fun, but just like get carried away with it, but I can't do it myself. So I kind of miss it.
Well, you can't talk about gambling without someone being like, well, make sure you don't lose your mortgage. I'm like, bro, I'm a grown ass man. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. not like that meme where the house is on fire and everything.
Let's go gambling.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Enough of that non-comic book stuff here and there and to and fro. How about the books I picked up, as you asked before? Oh, geez, it's a little dark in here. Is it not dark enough yet? Because it's still pretty light out, but I'll leave the light off for now. For now. I don't want to be too
Signed
blurry.
copies of exquisite corpses, I assume Space Case means. Yeah,
Let's see.
Midtown always has plenty of signed books.
Oh, probably fucking autocorrect. Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Signed copies by James T. Are they affordable? He's ordered 5 of them. Okay. They must be affordable.
They're for cover, he says. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What? I'll get off here right now and go. I already have one, thanks to you. You sent me an autographed James T. copy. Appreciate you. I know you have several.
It was from Midtown. Oh, no, that one was actually from Planet. Yeah, that was one that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do have a James T. Signature. It's a nice signature.
Yeah. That was my sorry for taking so long to send you this.
Think nothing of it. I appreciate it. No problem. All right, what have you got here? You're wretch over here and see what I can find. You're wretched for it. All right. The magic bag. First in the magic bag. I got 1 Marvel, 1 DC, and 1 Mad Cave, and I want to say like 9. Was it 9 or 7? 7 or either 9. All Image. It shows me that Image is the shit. Image is the house of ideas, and can't argue with it. You know, you may like other people's work, and a lot of good publishers out there, but Image is just banging out good stuff. You know. First thing is The World to Come. Can't wait to read this and see where it goes. It bounces all over the place in history, like 10 years before The World to Come. 5 years after The World to Come. Oh my God, just stay in one time zone with you. I hate when it bounces around like that. But the first one got my interest with the obvious, you know, the whole like, you know, White King of Wakanda shit. So I want to see
white
folks
won't let us have shit.
They won't have nothing. Hey, well, you know, what are you gonna do? And this, you know, I got hopes for this. I mean, Christopher Priest, he's like some say, you know, it could go either way, but it could be, at least he's like willing to take chances. I love that.
I think people should let him cook, see what he's doing.
Let him cook. Let Russ cook. Absolute Batman. Got to catch up on Absolute Batman. A little behind. I'm going to catch up on all the absolutes this week. It's going to be absolute catch-up weekend. This is what's going to happen next weekend because I caught up on one book this weekend, but it was an indie. You'll hear about that in the What's Good. Red Before Black down there in, Lord help us, you know, Alligator Alcatraz and Florida. This is the final series, the final book in this series. I got maybe 2 that I haven't read, so I'm going to just binge those and finish them off. I binged Ironheart, too. I don't binge very often, but I took a day off to binge it.
I'm surprised you got it done so quick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's against my religion to binge, but, like, sometimes you make an exception, you know? Sometimes it's just like, you know what? I got to find this out, you know, before.
It's the way to live. Hopefully you've been converted.
Oh, no. See, it's too much stuff to just binge. You know, I'm just like, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch that. I mean, I haven't seen the first.
That's why you gotta binge. There's so much. You gotta get through it.
I'll just put on a diaper and just start watching TV all day long. There you go. It's nothing.
You
go. Phantom Road. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this. It was pretty good the last issue. I finally kind of see where it's going. But I think 15 issues after this story arc is done is going to be enough for me with this one. This is number 14.
No, you can't leave us.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, man. I mean, Jeff Lemire, I mean, you know, God bless me, loves to beat around the bush and just like
he's been taking his sweet time on that book.
My God, he takes forever. I mean, Mr. Not get to the point. My God, I mean,
it's true.
Fish Flies was a double-sized book. He barely got to the point of that one. It was like, you know, oh geez, but it was good though. I mean, he's a good writer, but he meanders.
Jeff Lemire. Yeah, he doesn't always. I mean, he's had some, like May's book was to the point. Fireflies was to the point. 5-issue
Firefly, yeah,
miniseries.
Firefly was big issues though. It was like double size. So yeah,
This
it was
Phantom Road though,
yeah,
it's taking
this
its
Phantom
sweet
Road is like a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, but it's nice little bits. But man, come on, man, spit it out. Let's have it. And what's this one here? Tin Can Society. I was so high on this when they first came out. I still love it a lot. But number 7 just now coming out, probably like about 3 months late, which is fine. But a lot of people forget about stuff if they don't see it. If they don't see it like, right here, then what's this? I don't want to finish that. It's old. But I'm here to the end to issue number 9, and this is number 7 of the Tin Can Society. Very iron hardy in its nature. That makes any sense? I'm sure it doesn't. Pastime, the vampire, baseball movie, 2 of my favorite things. The last issue had a revelation that I kind of saw coming, and I like it. I like it. I don't know how long it's going. Maybe 5 issues, maybe 6. This is number 4. I was a fashion school killer. One more time. I was a fashion school serial killer, but I no longer am. This has been good so far. This is the best thing for me since Vinyl. This is the first series with Wagner and Hilliard.
So better than Plush is what you're saying.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about Plush or Plastic, to tell you the truth. I didn't see much of Plastic, but both Plush and Plastic didn't capture my attention right away. It is a mouthful. This next one is, of course, picked out by Frank for me. Is the David Nakayama Battle Beast number 3 cover. He knows me so well. I love me some David Nakayama. I hope he pulls that David Nakayama cover. Good looking out, bro. I appreciate you. This is
the art on these books are great. Otley's killing it, man. DNA is great on that cover, but all of the art for that book is like a Spawn book, like just top-notch artists are
it is. It is, and it's an action, based book. I mean, it's not, if you're looking for action, that's definitely it. And it's funny. I mean, it's not like over the top like funny, but it's got humor. Like Kirkman writes it very, very well with his humor. This ends tonight. Damn it, Jay Lee cover. He's done a bunch of covers. I think he does the interior art as well.
Yeah, he does. That's why I bought it.
Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't do a lot of interior art. He's really big on covers. His line work is amazing. This is the A cover. The other cover is the one that I like a lot is in the thumbnail here. It's the one I think the one right between the Black Panther and the Battle Beast there. That's the Adam Hughes cover. So that's pretty cool. Like this, a lot of these books this week are kind of thick too. Just like get your money's worth for a lot of them. Getting dark fast, like night falls like a curtain. I'm up here in the PNW. It gets dark real fast. Somebody closed the drapes. This is last week's penultimate book, Dread the Hall. One shot. It's an anthology. This covers my Maria Wolf. Love her stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one. If it's good, I have ideas of doing a video on it because it is just a one shot, right?
It is. It is just a one shot.
I'm hoping it's good enough. I'll do a video on it if it is.
Yeah, I think I pre-ordered the other cover, the Virgin cover, the one Sans trade dress, and the one that we looked at last week. I wasn't too sure about, but when I look at it, I think it might be pretty good. This is Ludo Lulabi. I kept saying Lulu Lullaby. I'm totally being wrong about that. So this is the Art Germ. Yeah, this is the Stanley Art Germ cover. Very nice. And luckily, I was able to get my favorite one, which is also on the thumbnail. This is Kale New. Kale New did this 1 in 10. And I love this one. There's so many possibilities with that lineup, mugshot kind of a thing. It just looks so awesome. I hope this is a good book. It looks like the description, in the description, it could be a good book. Hopefully it is. And that is all I got.
Very nice.
Yes, sir, Bob.
You should still be big, right? You're the next segment too.
Oh, that's right. Make him bigger. All right, so here we go with the here we go with the what's good deal here. So we're gonna be moving along before you know it's gonna be penultimate book time. Oh, that'd be great, huh?
Hey.
Just don't tease you, I know. Okay, what is good, you might ask? And I will tell you. That's what I think is good. Oh, it sure is hot in here. Man. I sweat like Richard Nixon. First book is from last week, written by the great Kevin Smith. I do like a lot of his stuff. I love his podcast, Fat Man Beyond. And
oh wow, that's from this week.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it? Or is that from last week?
It's from last week.
It might be. Okay. I just got it today, so I'm confused.
Yeah,
okay.
you didn't come out last week, so yeah. You got this cover or you got a different one?
I got the A cover. I'm looking forward to this read. This was another one. If it's good, I was considering doing a video.
Yeah, well, I think you might like it. I mean, you got to kind of be a Kevin Smith fan, or Archie fan, or a fan of Clerks, probably to get a lot of the stuff in here. Yeah, so it's Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob, and it's written by Kevin Smith, drawn in a very, very true to Archie style form by Fernando Ruiz, and inked by Rich Kozlowski, colors by Matt Herms, and letters by Jack Morelli. So it was a team effort to get this whole look, and it does capture the entire look of the classic Archie look that was made so famous by, I think, Dan Parent did a lot of that awesome Archie style that we all know and love. Archie has teamed up with the Punisher and other characters along his storied history, and not to mention his Afterlife with Archie, which was a very much not a funny book at all. It was like a horror book, and that was one of my favorite things that I liked too. Yeah, I'm a very lucky man, Damien. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was get some good stuff. My little comic shop, the Danger Room, or just Danger Room. There was no the there. So this begins in New Jersey at the Quick Stop. The Quick Stop, the little place where it all began for Kevin, back in the day. And Dante, actually Dante I think Dante may have I don't know if the actor that played Dante passed away. If anybody knows out there, I think maybe, or maybe they didn't. But they talk about Dante dying in this book, and Randall is there. Randall is one of the guys that works at the Quick Stop, and he has a new partner now. His new partner is this person I don't recognize before. Maybe they're just I just don't follow them that much. I don't realize who they were. But he has a new partner, and he says, "Hey, we need to get." I've been thinking about stuff since Dante passed, and I think we need to pass this on maybe to somebody else. So I hired a new kid to come in, and guess what? That new kid is Archie Andrews, the clean-cut kid from Riverdale, which apparently is a suburb maybe of New York or somewhere in New York, because he's coming from Riverdale to work at the Quickie Stop in New Jersey. And it's like a collision of worlds where, it's dropping F-bombs and insults and all kind of shit. And Archie just like, golly gee, you guys sure talk really spicy up in here. He's like totally like, the Archie character. And it's just like, he's just like the straight man for all their jokes. And we get to see all the residents of Riverdale. Jay and Silent Bob, of course, now they've gone legit. They've gone from slinging nickel bags on the corner. Now they have a dispensary, I guess. So now they're legal drug dealers now. They're hanging out in the store as always. Both Jay and Silent Bob have children. Like in fact,
What? Okay.
well, well, Kevin and Jay, the real people. Kevin's daughter's actually named
Oh,
his
I
daughter's
didn't
name.
know. I didn't know Jay had kids. I knew Kevin did.
Yeah. Jay has a daughter. She appears in the book, and she's a good sport about the whole thing, and she flirts with Archie. It's pretty funny. So- and Archie gets a job, of course, and all the residents of Riverdale show up, and Betty and Veronica both show up, and they're just both fawning over Archie, and Archie just like averse to he likes to make out, but he doesn't want to have sex, and it's just a lot of weird shit about Archie that you can just go on and on about. This is a kind of a cliched character, but the thing is, they end up having like this big concert where Josie and the Pussycats are going to be performing in Riverdale. They're coming home to Riverdale because they're from there, but they've made it big in the world, and they're touring the world. And Archie at one point dated the drummer Val. If you remember that, Archie's down with the swirl. He dated Val for a while. How'd you get tickets to the Joyce and the Pussycats concert? I used to date the drummer, so you guys can. I'll leave some tickets at will call, so you can just come on in. So Jay's daughter, she gets tickets. They all go to the concert, and Archie gets some kind of like laryngitis or some kind of a cliche thing that always happens to singers. Because in this band, the Archie is there opening for the Pussycats, and so Jay has to step in and sing, and Jay just goes full on like crazy Jim Morrison. I am the Lizard King. I can do anything. He does everything but pull his wang out like Jim Morrison.
Yeah, classic. Yeah.
But he just goes off and just like freaks everybody out. I don't want to give away too much of it in case you want to. But it's just a fun book. If you
No, give it away, dude. I mean,
no. It's just not that it's give the just the enjoyment of the goofiness is the whole point of the book. It's just a goofy book. It's not like some deep story. It's a one shot. It's a one shot. It's a little expensive. I think it's like, what is it, $7.99? So hey, well, you got multiple companies, going on here. Kevin's company and Archie and all that. So everybody got to get paid. I get it. And Kevin is a very good promoter. No one's better at promoting Kevin Smith than Kevin Smith. There's a Blunt Man and Chronic comic on the last page and a bunch of covers and stuff like that. This is a good looking book with great art, and it's fun to read. I mean, if that's what you want, man, this is it, man. And lots and lots and lots of covers to choose from. This is just the Francavilla cover here. So just choose the one you want, drop down your $7 and have fun. Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob. So it's Snoochie Noochies meets Sugar. So there you go. That's what Snoochie. What do you say? Snoochie Moochies. They got that Jay and Silent Bob speak is really tripped out. But they're a bunch of fun guys, though. I mean, Jay is just wow. He's a character, and his daughter is just as wild as he is. So fun stuff. Next thing I was able to catch up on was Barstow. This is number 1 here, based on a real place, apparently, named Barstow, California. Real place, real kind of a lore about the place there. What up there, John Stout? Good to see you, buddy. I haven't seen you in a cool minute. Hope you're doing well. Barstow, as I said, takes place in Barstow, California, and this premise of it is this special agent from the FBI has gone missing, and so they send another agent, Agent Cruz, in to find out what the hell happened to this guy. And Agent Cruz gets there, and she's questioning people, and she meets the sheriff. The sheriff is this kind of, everybody there has kind of got this, I would say Twin Peaksy kind of a thing. I guess Twin Peaks could cover any kind of an odd small town, because that's what this is, an odd small town. And the sheriff is this nice guy. He's like, they call me Papa. This is my hippie girlfriend, Sunshine. Sunshine, she's a hugger, and she hugs her and everything. And she's into like little magic and things like that. and they end up helping her in this case because a lot of shit is going on. That agent is missing. There's this other guy named Eli who's just like this ne'er-do-well and is annoying. He's just a piece of work, and his girlfriend is just like this annoying person who's always harping on him, and they're both annoying. I don't want to give it to the girlfriend, the shit, but they're both just like, the couple you hope you don't live next door to, because the police will be called a lot and there'll be shit going on. So this guy gets himself in trouble. He ends up getting possessed by something, and that's the thing. There's some kind of a cult in town run by this older woman who was like one of the leaders in the community, and the old dumbass Eli gets himself possessed, and people start following him like he is the chosen one, because why not? Because there are people who will follow anybody out there. So Eli's walking around dumb as a stump, with a demon in him, and he's pretty much invulnerable. And the agent Diaz is staying at this hotel where she runs into this priest who's like kind of spooky because he's carrying a gun and he's acting really strange. So this priest is in town, as it turns out, to meet up with this cult leader. And this cult leader is, like I say, is the leading woman in town. And what happens with them is pretty crazy. They're like sacrificing people using 1,000-year-old rituals. And Agent Diaz discovers all this stuff. What happens to her in the end lets me believe that there's probably going to be another Barstow series at some point, because it doesn't have a final, it's not a finality kind of a thing into it. But there is a resolution to the story. And Sunshine and the sheriff play a big part in it, and Sunshine plays a bigger part. She's not just a dummy. She's not a dummy, I should say, but she's really actually quite skilled in her magic, and she helps out in the end. I have to say, Barstow for a 4-issue, series, which I love. It's I love limited series and one shots. It worked out okay. I mean, it's a pretty well. The artwork is probably not for a lot of people. You can see how it's drawn here. The artist, did I shout him out? I did not. David Ian McKendry and Rebecca McKendry are the writers, and Tyler Jenkins is the artist in here, and with Justin Birch being the letterer. So,
shout out to the homie Justin Birch.
Hey, shout out. Justin in the house. Oh yeah. I mean, for a 4-issue limited series, you can probably get it in a very short time, if not already, in a trade. You have to look for the floppies, but find the floppies, it's a good deal. Barstow from Dark Horse Comics.
Very interesting. Very nice.
Yes, sir. All right, the last thing we got here. The last thing we got is the penultimate book from a couple of weeks ago, and one of my favorites of all time. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring.
Ooh, what a great start. I agree on this one.
Oh my God. You read this already?
Yeah, I've read it.
Oh my God. So from my guy here, what is his name? Patrick Horvath, and letter by Aswani Allahu, one of the greatest letterers in the game. His name is not easy to pronounce for some of us. This picks up where the other series left off. The 80s are over. The 90s are upon us, and the age of the computer is about to happen. And this makes it a lot harder for serial killers like our main character, Samantha Strong. Samantha had killed this kid, Daniel Brewer. He was a white male duck, and he was dismembered, as you can brutally and graphically see there. And his sister moved to the city, got a job in a printing shop, didn't plan on being there long. Next thing you know, she's the manager of the shop. Next thing you know, she's been there for years, and she's still bugging the cops.
Was it 8 years, I think she said? 8 years?
It was 8 years. Yeah, it was a long fucking time. So long enough for go from the 80s to the 90s. And she's managing the print shop, eating crap every day because she can barely live in. I think they actually say New York City, but you think it's New York City because Woodbrook is in Vermont. And one day she gets this online back in the day on what they call those back in the days, like message boards before there was like a Discord and things like that. She sees this reply to one of her messages says like, you know, if you want to find your brother, you might want to look into Woodbrook, Vermont. And okay, she's got this tip. She's been going like, the police, and she's been going on wild goose chases. They call her in to identify a body. It's not him. And she gets her hopes all up, and she goes through the stress, the up and the down of that finally getting closure and not getting closure. So I'm going to Woodbrook. She packs everything up, goes to Woodbrook, and when she gets to Woodbrook, I mean, it's not a lot is disclosed. It's mostly about her life before she gets to Woodbrook. But Samantha is aware of her coming to Woodbrook. That's all I'll say about that. And Samantha, she's smart as hell. And also the girls, I mean, Daniel's brother, whose name escapes me. I can't remember what her name is. Yeah, Samantha. Her name is, well, anyway, her brother, Daniel's sister. She's also very smart. So we got these two people
and tough.
Oh, that's some. Oh yeah, because there's an incident where she runs into some muggers. You saw, she handles herself quite well. So she's not a pushover. She's not a pushover.
This first issue clearly establishes her as a threat, as a real, foil, maybe,
Yes.
equal possibly to Samantha. So yeah, really interesting.
Yes, very much so. What's that, Sorge? I like the Rite of Spring. My question is, why does a normal killer story become more interesting with storybook characters? That is an excellent question. I think maybe because it's such a gruesome subject and so much like horror and bad things happen to people in here, to have them, it's the whole juxtaposition of cuddly, like anthropomorphic characters from a storybook like style, because Horvath can draw in different styles. He chooses to draw in this storybook style just for this book only, because the other book that he did in the little book that he did, a one shot he did between time before this came out, was done in a different style. I think that just kind of like it disarms it a little bit, and it kind of puts a cuddly face on murder, I guess. I don't know, but it kind of like makes you think like, wow, not so bad. But then you see the horrible things that are done to people, and how Samantha is just like this master manipulator, and it's just it's I don't know, man. It's whoever it is genius. It's kind of like the first the Stray Dog series. And the Feral Cat series too. I read that. That was good, except they was actually not anthropomorphic cats. These are actual cats and dogs in this series, but these are like cartoon animals in this in Beneath the Trees. I would still be reading that Feral book too, but it's hard for me to see bad things happen to the kitty cats, man. I can't. I just can't read it. I mean, the Stray Dogs is tough enough to watch, to read, but both are good, but it's just like, I'm too close to the situation to keep reading it, but I wish them all the best. So Beneath the Trees, Rite of Spring, off to another great start. And that is all for your What's Good for this week.
I look forward to it.
Me too. All right. Now, we're moving on to the preview of next week's stuff. I know, right? Oh, cuddly murder. Isn't that sweet? Yeah. I guess you gotta put a face on it. Might as well put like a big cute furry face on it, huh? That makes it a little bit easier to stomach. Okay, present. I always say new comics for this week and next week. Ta-da! What do we got? Batman, #1. Regular Batman, that is. Still going with that Hush thing. I'm kind of glad I dropped it.
I dropped it too, and I'm
Yeah,
glad.
me too. Man, I
One
love
less
that.
book that I'm pulling and not ever reading.
Yeah, I mean, I love Batman, but I just I don't know. It's getting to the point where he's like overexposed, like Spider Man. When they do him 3 times a month, and they have like 6 Batman books going on at the same time. So I picked the Batman book that I want to follow, and that's the absolute version for right now. And I'm doing that one because it's got my interest because it's different. It's same thing but different. But yeah,
Yeah, next
absolutely.
week is a huge week for me. Huge. I got 15 comics on my list.
Which ones, for instance, are on your list?
Absolute Martian Manhunter, Absolute Wonder Woman,
Mm.
Blade Forger, Bronze Faces, Department of Truth, Exquisite
Oh,
Corpses, Feral, Geiger, Hornsby and Halo, Lucky Devils, Minor Arcana, Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, Rockefellers, Seasons, and West Coast Avengers. Wow, dude, I'm gonna spend a ton of money next week.
oh my God,
I've
that's
been light. I just spent $70 on 3 weeks, so I've been super light. But yeah, that changes next week.
wow. That sir is a lot. That's a lot of
Heavyweight.
comics. That's a lot of damn comics right there, yo.
And not a single one of them I want to drop either. So I'm
Wow.
stuck.
Even the Hornsby one, huh?
No, I'm locked in on the Ghost Machine stuff. I may eventually drop some of them, but for now, I want all of them.
Now John's got a point there. There's going to be a new Batman, and so they're going to just reboot the run. It's the same.
Yeah, they're finally ending Volume 3, which makes me feel like maybe I should go ahead and finish it because I have most of the volume. Maybe I should go ahead and grab the last ones just for shits and giggles. I could
Who's
probably get them 6 months from now for $1 each, though.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I got a ton of old of of double copies I love to unload on somebody,
I
even
got
for free.
all of Volume 3, A cover and B cover. Hit me up.
God, I remember
Those are $2 a pop.
So, who's writing the new Batman? We know.
I don't know. We could probably look it up there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, respect. So this is just gonna be the 4th one coming up, the 4th volume. How many volumes of Spider-Man have there been? Yeah. I mean, there's been like probably, God, 9, 10, 8 at the very least of Spider-Man, not to mention FF and Daredevil and those ones they reboot like every couple of issues, it seems. But hey, God bring in the new readers. I get it. I understand. Nobody's forcing me to buy it. So I probably will buy that first one because I'm a sucker. Uncanny? Only for the covers. I love me some X-Men covers because they do have some great covers from time to time. Wolverine. Wolverine, speaking of multiple volumes, he's been around for a minute and he's had a few volumes, but he seems to do pretty well and sell pretty well. So you're pulling Fist of Khonshu. So you're in that one. How are you liking that?
I am behind, so get back to me on that one.
I got so many, especially the mainstream books that I'm behind on. So many.
I'm just much better. I'm really like you now, and like I'm a lot better with the miniseries. I'm way better.
It is something. It's so easy. It's so easy to keep track of. Oh, Matt Fraction. Okay, thanks, John. Matt Fraction. Okay, that's a different perspective. We had Chip do it. We've had James T do it in the last few years. Recently, I missed the Tom King run mostly, but I did catch those last two. That's the thing is, I'm just running out of room, man. I mean, we live in a small house. I've got so much room to store comic books, Next thing you know, it's like bursting out of the rafters. Exquisite Corpses. Exquisite Corpses has been good. Have you been catching up on that, or have you caught up on that?
I am saving that one because it's tiny, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. So I'm letting that one stack. I heard everyone likes the first issue, And so I'll probably read it after this third one, though. 3 issues is a good stop or a point to jump in.
I have read the second one too, and it was good. So it was not just a one-shot deal. And I'm trying to get those cards of every one of them too, just to have those a set of 12 cards. I haven't even cracked them open yet, the ones with the cards in them, so I don't know what cards I have.
I think aren't they all the same card or no? In each issue?
Each issue is a different card. Each issue is like one different.
Yeah, that's
character.
what I mean.
Yeah,
each issue is the same card though.
I think there's a possibility, I could be wrong, that you might get a metal card of some sort, like it's some one of a kind metal card, but you might not. Look at this. Who is this? This is Valentine Delandro. Just a regular B cover. I always thought it was like a virgin cover, but it's got the little bit of trade dress on there, which is kind of cool. Oh God, this is to be determined. Artist. Well, there's clearly an artist on there. I don't know who this artist is. Can you read that signature there? Still kind of small.
Yeah, I don't recognize.
Kind of creepy though. Oh, that's the skin guy. The skin. Oh, I don't want to say what. I don't want to give any spoilers away. Yeah, the skin guy. He's extra creepy. Oh, okay. What else we got here? Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, 1/25. There's a kid with this. This looks almost like an anime thing. The kid that operates a drone. Maybe this is another character we don't know about yet, because I don't remember that him being a part of it. Wait for it. There you go. Josh Hickson, 1/50. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to know all the different characters right now, which is very cool. I'm guessing the fox, the woman dressed up as a fox, is probably going to be one of the finalists, because she's almost on all the covers. This is a spoiler here. She's already chopped somebody's head off. Yeah, it's Buzz Aldrin. Buzz All-Foil Buzz. Okay, whatever. All right. So Exquisite Corpses. Zzz. One thing that we're looking forward to here. Gunslinger Spawn, West Coast Avengers. You're pulling that, I know, right?
I am pulling it, but I'm a bit behind. That's another book I gotta catch up on. I have started it, and I love the humor in this book, and I love the throwbacks and callbacks to previous volumes of West Coast Avengers. So I'm loving the start to it, but I'm a bit behind on that one.
Yeah. New costume, huh? Just talking about you ever watch you probably haven't, but there's this guy named Dr. Todd Grande. I may have talked about him before. He makes like 10 videos a day, it seems. He's a psychologist, and he talks about different cases in the news, and he breaks it down in such a calm, deadpan manner. He just never raises his voice and never changes his affect. And he just has the most horrible, cases of murder and crazy things happening, and he just breaks it down at the end. Now here's my opinion. Here's what I think happens, and he's just like such a dry, humorous. He's just hilarious to listen to him because he never changes his affect, and he's so good at just being neutral, breaking things down. I see what you did there. Yes. No, not Grande for that reason. No. Yes. Check him out. There's a link. There's a link to Dr. Grande's channel. So and he uses the term exceedingly creepy for a lot of his people. So that's where we get that from. I've converted Janet to being a Dr. Grande fan now. That John, they have battle bags for it. I may have pre-ordered some battle bag for that. Now, this is the problem. I think people that have a problem with the blind bags, the blind bags are going up. You're welcome. The blind bags are increasing in price. This is where I think the abuse will come in. Like people just like, making it like exclusive and maybe paying like, $20 or something for a blind bag, which is just ridiculous. I mean, Battle Beast did it perfect with just like a $3.99 cover price thing. It's like a gift to the to the readers. You might get something nicer than what you paid for. You might just get what you paid for. You're not going to pay $20. You're probably going to get a book that's not worth $20 in that blind bag. So that's going to cause a lot of resentment, and people are going to say like, I see they're ruining the hobby, and they'll probably be right. All right, so moving on down the list. Not caught up on West Coast Avengers. That's okay. We're not here to judge. Mr. Terrific. We're talking about that guy. Let's take a look at this Mr. Terrific you're talking about here. Very clever costume for this guy, too. It's like this weird kind of a thing that goes with his face. It's like liquid or something. It's like, how does he do that mask? It looks very
great job.
Yeah.
But they do a great job with his fears too. It's just, man. It's
yeah. And this is written by Al Letson, and Valentin Delandro is the artist. And get 2 covers. That's what you need. And there's a Raza variant. I got to read this number 1.
I've seen a Raza variant for a while, I feel like.
They've been here and there, but he hasn't been as big as he was when we first started, like on that Moon. Remember that Moon Knight Raza, the white one? The white cover.
Do we know they're a he? I don't think we do.
Oh, well, they then. You want to be technical about it. We've never seen a photo of him. There's their photo right there. It's just the blank avatar.
Could be a woman.
Could be a woman. Could be non-binary. But could be AI. Could be a lot of things. Can't get can't just assume these days. What happens when you do that? You not say more. This DC Vampires world, they're still doing this thing. I can't believe it's still doing the DC Vampires thing. But people like that, though. There's Farrell. Farrell's on number 15. Number 15. God bless him. Still going. I thought it was going to be a limited series, but it'll be an ongoing. Cats, that they found a way to get inside. God bless cats. Oh, now look at this Lucky Devil here. Am I wrong? Has Lucky Devil been a little slow coming out?
Yes, there was a problem with the artist. He had I think it was a health scare, but there was something that happened with him that delayed that book.
Ryan Brown?
Yeah, the artist.
Okay. Yeah, I started off on that, and I did like the first issue, but I think it was late coming out, and I just fell behind on it. I never subbed to it, so next thing you know, I did not read anything after the first issue. Yeah, Ryan Brown with an E. There's another Ryan Brown that does not have an E at the end of their name. Huh. Any explanation down here? These delays are a real kick in the balls. That's all they can say. And that was back in May. Yeah, another title that's killing LCSs. Customers forget about the title or cancel it because of the delay. Thanks, guys. Oh, sorry I get sick. I'm sorry. I'm ruining the comic community because I'm sick. Jesus Christ, people, have some sympathy. It's not like, the guy's not doing well. The person is not doing well. Man.
Space. They're doing annuals for Space Ghost.
Real compassion. Also that's what I'm talking about. $10 blind bags. I pre-ordered one for 35% off, but I'm not buying a bunch of fucking $10 blind bags, man. Come on, man. Well, that's the problem with the whole concept. People are gonna say, see, I told you. Yeah, they're starting Space Ghost over again. I got the first run. Gonna have to do it for me. It was a good run, but I am with I'm 12 and out. 12 and out. That's it, baby. I'm not doing more than 12. Minor Arcana. Are you caught up on that? Have you read number 8?
I think I'm two. I have not read the last issue in this course. This next one, I'm one issue
Oh,
behind currently. I think.
read the last issue. It's taking another. It's taking some more characters. Of these characters here are coming in, and they're not nice people. Seems so. We'll see what's going to happen with that. And I like the way they changed the artist on here too. I mean, I like. I don't have a problem with Jeff's art that much, but this artist here works so well. It's not too much different than his art, so it's not like a shock, but it's nicer. It's a nicer and more enjoyable read with this artist whose name escapes me. I'm sorry. You're even pulling Rockefellers. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Behind on it though, of course.
I hear you. I mean, it's, you only read about 10 or 12 a week as I found.
Honestly, I've been reading a bunch of old stuff because I'm trying to. I haven't been doing my live show every week, so I'm trying to get back to making videos. So I've been deep diving a lot of books like Not All Robots, Nice House on the Lake, and other books like that. So look for that hopefully here soon.
Are you pulling Nice House by the Sea, which is on hiatus right now?
Yes, I am, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use this hiatus hopefully before they come back to catch up on that. I read the first one and I stacked the rest of the 6. They're doing number 6 now. I can catch up with those 5.
I tell you, going through Nice House on the Lake has been very useful because reading it the first time, you read it sporadically over the course of time that it came out. And that book is so dense that it really doesn't serve the book to read it like that. Like you really got to put it all together and kind of map it out to make sure that you're understanding all the pieces and stuff. That's what I'm finding as I go back through it though. So it's been very worthwhile. And I hope to, well, I don't want to get too much into it, but it's a fun reread, and I'm even more excited to move on to By the Sea after this.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't read it as it came out like I did with the first series, because now I get to like absorb all. I'm going to read number 1 all over again and just absorb.
Too dense to read one at a time. Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah. If I read like 6 in a row, okay, I can remember now where we left off at, and when it comes back, okay, let's jump right back in. It's fun to have, to wait for next month's book, but when you got like 10 or more, like I do, books you're pulling a month, it's just hard to keep them all straight and like, oh yeah, that's what happened here. It's Jesus. I don't know how some people can do it. Some of you folks,
like Robbie from Pop Culture Philosopher.
Just thinking of him, how the fuck does he keep all that straight? I mean, how much coffee is he drinking? How much? How caffeinated is that man to keep all this stuff straight? Rat City is plugging along, man. Rat City has got its own thing. I got the first 6 or 7 issues of that and let it go. I thought it might be a thing. It may be a thing eventually, but that's the Spawn Universe. Spawn Universe books that got their own feel to it, like Scorched, that kind of a thing. Lost Fantasy. We talked about this a few weeks ago. This one actually is an anthology, kind of, but it has a recurring character in it, I think, unless I just misread the whole thing. So it's not an anthology actually, but I thought it was an anthology. That's what the deal was, and it's a giant size. Ooh, okay. But there's this character there who's like a time traveler, and at the end some shit happened to him, and he's an FBI agent also. It's crazy. It's just a really crazy book, but it's pretty well done. Kurt Piers and Luca Casalangia is the artist on that. So I would kind of recommend this. This was a recommendation from my LCS, and I gotta say it's been pretty unique and cool. High urban fantasy. Thanks, Ken. Shout out to his LCS. They deserve a lot of shouting out because they know us very well. Know your customer, know what they want, so you can. Oh, you like that? How about this? Gotta be part psychiatrist, part salesman. A lot of things for you on an LCS. Halo and Hornsby, how far are you into that?
The first issue.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll
You're just
see.
kind of like out of duty to the Ghost Machine universe. You're just pulling it anyway.
I want to be in the know for the Ghost Machine. Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
So, like I said, 10 issues in, that might get dropped, but at least for the beginning, I want to get a lay of the land before we start making decisions.
Phil says he just subbed up at his LCS, and Fraction brought me back to comics. Yeah, I guess. Which series was that he did that brought you back, Phil? He's a good writer. One he did called Sex. What is it? Sex Criminals. I read. Maybe I'm just not up on all the things that I'm just such I don't know. I'm just too vanilla for that stuff. But I just like, what's going on here? I just didn't get it. I got all kinds of critically acclaimed praise and everything. But I just out of all the things that he did, that's the one I probably didn't relate to. I related to the least. Probably ended up selling my number one after a while because it was valuable. But most of the other things he's done, I have enjoyed. Okay, it was a Batman. Okay. Huh. Yeah. He tried it first. That's the thing too. That's why I'm kind of afraid. That's why I was afraid that I liked that first Chip Zdarsky Captain America, but I have not signed up for it because I'm just like, I can't. I just can't get back into Marvel. I got to wean myself away from Marvel as we know it today. As we know it. The end of the world. As we see here, Space Ghost #1 relaunching again. We can take a see who's writing it. Is it the same creative team? One might ask. A brand new year of adventure begins here. Okay, and it is going to be still with David Propose. Yeah, okay. And Jonathan Lau is the artist. Andrew Dalhous, and Taylor Esposito is lettering. Mr. Dalhous is colorist. Oh, look at this. It's a Jay Lee variant. Jay Lee gets a lot of cover work, and deservedly so. That's pretty cool. Really good at colors. His line work as well. Line work and colors. That's just oh my god! In true Dynamite fashion, there's 8 million of them. With some of the virgins here, Michael Cho, one of my favorite guys, is a foil. A foil. I can imagine this is nice and shiny too. And the beautiful thing about a lot of these Dynamite covers is that they're all open order for the most part. And even with so you can get a virgin cover like this for and pre-order it, or when it comes out, even it's a cover price. But this one might not be because it's showing at $29, $29.99. So this might be a store exclusive. So scratch what I said about this particular cover. Well, there are a lot of good covers available through Dynamite, like this Matina. Gritty Space Ghost. I'm down for the Gritty Space Ghost, man. I love that. Yeah, the Coast to Coast thing was cute and all, but
Who's the artist? That artist is that Matina? That's Matina, isn't it?
Okay, Cole Matina. Yeah, he did the cover art too. The A cover, I should say, also. And there's this one here too, which is also a virgin. I bet it's probably open. It's $50. What? Maybe it's probably a 1 in 100, maybe a 1 in 50. That might be it.
A one in no thank you.
Come on, you wouldn't pay $100 for this?
Not a chance.
Not a chance. No matter how drunk you were. Alex Ross. Where's Alex Ross? And he also was charging $29. But I wonder if these prices are accurate. There was a lot of time. I don't know. They might be. But sometimes I bought a bunch of like Virgin foil Space Ghost books when they first came out, and it was like $5 or $6. So we'll see. Of course, that was mycomicshop.com. If you're listening, I'm available for sponsorship. Didn't like his Hawkeye. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Hawkeye was the first time I heard of Matt Fraction. I did not ever read that, but I heard so much praise about that. But it was not for you, huh, Phil? That's cool. Not for everybody. Coming on down the list. At that Space Quest, which is I got the a lot of covers from my guy, our favorite guy there, Mark Spears. People say he's overrated. He's not overrated. He's maybe overexposed because he's everywhere. That's what happens sometimes when you get hot and they offer you work and you take it, because you like money.
It's a weird phenomenon in all of us, really, but definitely in comic books where if you see something get popular, you can't just let it be popular. You have to go on and on about how it shouldn't be popular. It is popular. Let it go. It's fine. Everything's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, he's not overrated. The man is good at what he does. He's damn good. He was known before he even did a comic. Well, before he did the Monsters book, which blew him up. He was known in the card world for making like this awesome art on the cards, and he's good. But I wouldn't go so far. I see some people saying that he's overrated. I'm sick of him. I'm like, okay, well, just don't buy his books. I'm sure that
everything ain't got to be for you.
It don't got to be for you, man. Jesus. Like the sleep thing here. The sleep book is on number 3. It's we were talking about how it's not really an eye grabber. The covers aren't great. Xander Cannon is not very well known, but it's a nice little book. It's a nice little $3.99 book that I think it's got some possible legs. This guy who's like maybe a werewolf, or he may be some kind of a monster that goes out and kills things at night. What else we got here? Bloodletter. What do you think about that? Number 2. The Last Boy. I had such high hopes for this. Another one I just kind of fell off because I lost track of it. But the first issue, Peter Pan was such a dick. I was like, wow, they really made him into like this reprehensible character that everyone else has moved on from the not growing up thing, but he just kind of like stuck in the past. Maybe there's like some kind of a lesson going on there, but maybe I'll catch up on it or get the trade when it comes out or something. But The Last Boy was from Boom Studios. I thought it was going to be a kind of a cool thing, but I don't know. Might still be good, but I fell off of it. Vanishing Point, number 3 is coming out. Vanishing Point is like assorted crisis events. It's one shot like Ice Cream Man, assorted crisis events. You can jump on it anytime. And the last issue, I believe it's all written by Mark Russell. So this new one here is going to be, you got time to take a real quick look at that to see what it's going to be like. Oh, here we go. That's Mark Russell.
My guy.
That's your guy. In Cell Structure, a floating research station performs horrifying experiments on alien prisoners to discover the common elements of life and all things living. The brainchild of Mark Russell, Vanishing Point is an anthology series of short stories that are part science fiction and part existential horror, with an exceptional roster of artists tackling each tale. These are stories with a twist in which the twist is not the point of the story, but a beginning point from which to ask what it means to be alive. Bam. Boom goes the dynamite. And this issue is going to be Alberto Ponticelli. Cover artist is Robert Hack. So yeah, not getting a lot of love down here, but Vanishing Point, the second issue really excited me. I liked it a lot. Maybe I'll find the first issue somewhere laying around and read that one too. But I think Vanishing Point is a good book if you like anthologies, like not just anthologies that have like 3 stories or 2 stories. This is one story per issue. It's kind of easier to focus on and get involved in that if it's 1 story per issue. All right, Texarkanum. Okay. From Dark Horse. America. America is a melting pot for the supernatural. Ghosts and gods, angels and demons, horror stories and tall tales. They traveled from across the globe to collide in the rural heartland. And cowboy arcanists Avery Bell has spent a very long lifetime amongst them. Horror noir meets Elmore Leonard in the Mystic Midwest. The Mystic Midwest. There's some people taking an exception here with them calling, like, Texarkana the Midwest, which is totally is not. It's Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. But it's more like the Southwest at best. You can kind of say Southwest, but not Midwest. You're in the Midwest. I mean,
You're damn right I am.
I live in the Midwest. That's not the Midwest there. But hey, we won't. It could still be a good book, even though they don't have their geographical shit together. So who knows? Yeah. So I lived in Texarkana a few years ago when I was a child, so the cover got my attention. The synopsis talking about the Midwest confuses me greatly. Okay. All right then. Well, it could be a good book written by Christopher Monfort, I think, and Miguel Martos is the artist on that. Well, could be a game time decision. We'll see about that. Yeah, 4 issues. I love that. 3 to 6 issues in my wheelhouse, and one shots, of course. Darren Aronofsky's Human Nature. Do you know who Darren Aronofsky is?
No.
Me neither.
Tell me.
Psych. It's long too. Jesus. From Academy Award nominated Darren Aronofsky. I guess he's a director. Oh, okay. And his filmmaking partner, Ari Handel, the writer, producer, director, team behind the Oscar-nominated, award-winning Black Swan. Oh, and instant classics. The Fountain and Mother, along with Jeff Welch, comes with a social satire of a bizarre yet fathomable future. Okay. Find out how a wealthy, lonely man tries to scheme his way into beating death and the earth-shattering consequences of his actions. Strange, thought-provoking, and at times gruesome read, the miniseries Human Nature, to get a glimpse of a future resulting from unchecked greed, corporate corruption, and ethically questionable science. And now you're talking my language. I think I may have pre-ordered this then. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Okay. Yeah, Aronofsky is apparently a director who did those films, but they're writing this story here. Okay, with Ari Handel, 3 writers. It's 3 deep, and Martin Marazzo from Ice Cream Man, and Dennis O'Halloran, I think also from Ice Cream Man. Okay, delayed 245 days. I thought it's been around for a while. Wow. This was back in November of 24. They were saying this. Damn. So it's been delayed for a minute. I guess, these directors and, so many cooks in the kitchen, getting everybody together is one of those things, But that's subject matter I could totally wrap my brain around. You know me, $6.99 book. Yeah. I may have pre-ordered a long time ago. Just been like sitting in the pre-order pile. Who knows? Yeah. Well, this is definitely like almost like a Peter Thiel kind of a thing going on here. So I'll leave you to research Peter Thiel's views on humanity for another time. Woo! That's all I got to say. All right, coming down the list here. Let's see. One more. We do the penultimate book. This book right here, Look Into My Eyes. This was very close to being the penultimate book. It was so close it didn't make no sense. And once I tell you the synopsis, you'll understand maybe why it did not make it. Look Into My Eyes from Mad Cave Studios. In the first issue of Look Into My Eyes, readers are introduced to Cravenwood, a seemingly quiet town hiding dark secrets. When Susie, a high school student, mysteriously vanishes, conspiracy-obsessed teen R.J. Nguyen is determined to uncover the truth. But things in Cravenwood are far from normal. As R.J. digs into Susie's disappearance, she stumbles upon the unsettling rise of Knock Knock, a wildly popular social app that seems to be taking over the town. Oh, and did we mention that the sudden appearance of a grotesque, many-eyed monster lurking in the shadows? Oh, with QR codes embedded throughout the issue, you can dive deeper into Cravenwood's eerie lore by stalking the character's social media and exploring secret documents and hidden clues. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of Cravenwood? Say yes. All right.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting. Yeah.
It does. But I'm a little concerned about the QR codes and all that jazz. I'm not familiar with any of the creative team here. Rubin Cubeles, I want to say, and Francesco Segala, and El Torres is the letterer. So, and some of the people down here are like, sharing my concerns. Like, I'm doing this for people to notice this, but I'm sorry, QR codes inside the comic to help us figure out what's happening. So that means this is a comic book Easter egg hunt. And, they also talk about how the website they had up for, I think, worldtree.net didn't come out to be so well. And I'm really kind of wary about scanning QR codes, any old random QR code. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it's like, that's like letting the vampire in. Once you scan the QR code, they're in, baby. You can't. Are they trusted? Now they're in your phone now. You've put this thing that you hope is legit and hope won't spam you or give you some malware or something like that. So I like the idea, the concept. Question is, do I trust them to make this safe? Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Used to be my stage.
Same thing with smart speakers, right? We're doing a lot of trust with these smart speakers in our homes.
Yes, exactly. Oh, look, it feels that. Dang, I pre-ordered this back in October, then canceled. I think he's talking about the last book, the by the director guy. Yeah, I mean, I remember pre-ordering that book. It sounded familiar. Then it took so long. They say the delays took so long. I forgot all about it. Oh, and Janice got the thing about the Raza. Fun fact: apparently, Raza, comic book artist, is a he.
Oh wow!
Tiny article.
So that's I looked all over. I was never able to find anything on who they were.
Good nice. Job, baby. Oh man, she's so good at it. She's like Chloe on 24. You used to watch 24. Chloe was all over like finding stuff. Got it, Jack. Send it your way. That's awesome. Good looking out, Jan. It's almost like the businesses assume you're welcome. It's almost like the businesses assume my mom has a smartphone and can get important text. Yeah. Oh my God. I scanned their QR code and the team showed up looking for a kidney. Yeah, gotta watch out for those QR codes, man. Alexa said, "Bless you." When I sneezed this morning, not even joking. I'm sure. Not even. What? This is Alexa and Siri are like beta version AIs too. So imagine what they got now cooking for us that they're going to charge us for. And Siri used to be like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And now I say, "Hey, Siri." I won't say her name because she'll pop up. Like, are we that familiar, Siri? I mean, it's a little bit familiar. I think you should more of a master-servant kind of a relationship between us and make it a little more business-like on that, okay, well, that's just me. But, I might pick this up, but I'm probably not going to scan those QR codes because I'm afraid of what might happen.
What? What could go wrong?
Look, I know, right? What could happen? All right, so without further ado, we're going to get to the main event, which is the penultimate book, and that's coming up right this moment. Thank you very much. Yipper. It's time for the Penultimate Book. And it was a toss-up between the two books I was telling you about, between the one we just looked at and this one right here. And this one right here is called The Voice Said Kill. And that says enough of it right there. This is written by Simon Spurrier and art by Vanessa Del Rey. And it's colorist John Starr. You know, whenever I hear Simon Spurrier, I think about the guy at Hair Club for Men. I'm the Cy Spurrier. Like, I'm not just a client. I'm not just the owner of the Hair Club for Men. I'm also a client.
I was thinking of Steve Spurrier, former coach.
Yeah, Steve Spurrier. He was a ball coach from Oklahoma or some shit like that, right?
No, I know he was at South Carolina. He was at Florida.
Danny,
he was at a few places.
Yeah, he was down somewhere down there in the dirty South coaching football coach, ball coach. You know, those places where like the coach is just like God. You get around like pretty have whatever they want down there. Not going with this. Never mind. Anywho, these people, I'm looking to my eyes. The Voice Said Kill actually has a little mini trailer which they put on like Instagram, which doesn't work that well for for showing trailers in full screen. But you gotta take what you can get, So this is what their little trailer is. Not their little trailer. I'm not trying to belittle them or anything, but their trailer about The Voice Said Kill. All right, let's see what this whole The Voice Said Kill thing is about here. Fargo meets Deliverance in a sweaty swamp filler. It's a bunch of sweaty men down the south. From Vanessa Del Rey, the Black Widow Creeping Below, which is good. And Cy Spurrier, the old ball coach. Thanks, 80s guy. I thought that was somebody called him the old ball coach. And he did Coda and X-Men. The wet heat of the Louisiana Bayou. Alligator poachers prowl the mud bug mire. Ooh, that's a thing. A park ranger, heavily pregnant, raises a hateful mug of moonshine with a criminal matriarch. And one deadly son of a bitch, out of his mind on shrooms and retribution, loads his rifle for the human hunt and screams down the stars. Presenting 4 extra-length issues of Fever Dream Cajun Crime. Yes, please. I'm down for that. Four 40-page, $4.99 issues, written by Simon Spurrier, drawn by Vanessa Del Rey, and colored by John Starr, with the man himself, Hassan Asmani-Allahu, doing the lettering. Yes, so there it is. Boom goes the dynamite.
Well, I know that description is English, but I'm having a hard time.
You sound like Fraser Crane now. I'm sorry, I'm trying to decipher what you're saying there. You Philistine.
Trying a lot of words.
Words. Well, first of all, that park ranger is pregnant. She shouldn't be probably drinking moonshine if she cares about a baby. And that's, hey, can I tell you, man? My folks are from the South. I can definitely understand all that Southern shit.
That Tula Lotte cover is something.
Yeah, this is who is this? This is Christian Ward. Looks kind of different from Christian Ward's usual stuff. A little bit. Here's the Tula. You know, she's having that moonshine didn't set right. It's like
that poor baby.
Oh my God! It's like the toilet from Train Spotting. Jesus Christ! Please tell me you're familiar with that scene.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately. Yes. It was cool art, and it was nice music too. I was getting into it. I thought it was over, and it came back. Yeah, I mean, I'm if I didn't order this, I would definitely pick it up. I think I may have pre-ordered it already, but I would for sure pick it up. The voice said kill. With Spurrier, the old ball coach, is doing this. And old ball coach of Florida, yes. And I know what I was talking about. The Richard Pryor, the Partridge Family. I watched the Partridge Family yesterday with Richard Pryor and Lou Gossett Jr. in there, like all kinds of street cred for the Partridge Family. The Partridge Family goes to Detroit and saves a firehouse and goes to the hood and throws a block party. They end up raising money, of course, to save the firehouse and everything. Danny goes and recruits the Black Panthers to come play violin as background music. Man, groundbreaking stuff. But the Brady Bunch never saved the ghetto, did they? Huh? Thanks a lot, Brady Bunch. All right, so that's your penultimate book, folks. I'm going to pick it up, and Marcus is thinking about it. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
I don't think he got me this week.
Well, wait until it's a hit. You'll be sorry then. Or not. All right, so that's all for that. And we be moving on. From town to town. Moving on, baby, from town to town. Vanishing Point, we passed that already. Human Nature. Yep. Human Nature is non-existent. The last book I want to take a look at, which one was that? Bronze Faces, number 4, coming out. I think it's a 5-issue series. I think I already ordered number 4, so. The last book. Oh God, Kel Exit. Stop it. You're never going to come out. Blade Fortune, number 5. That's you. You're pulling that one. Robot Todd, number 3. Carl Dalrymple. Love his stuff. Great guy. Planet Death, number 1. That's a special chromium cover. This one right here. This has a little... I thought this was very cool when it came out the first time. We don't kill spiders. Season of the Witch. Must be the season of the witch. In the early Viking Age, a Norseman detective and his witch companion are tracking a string of grisly occultist murders in southern Scandinavian kingdom, sought out BT, a local jail. Y'all seen that too, right? I didn't just make that up. I used to typo. Sought out by a local jail. They are compelled to investigate a string of disappearances that could lead to a bloody conflict between the two warring Viking clans. From horror comics creator Joseph Smolky comes the sequel to We Don't Kill Spiders with Season of the Witch. Joseph Smolky, formerly of Black Caravan, when they were part of Scout, I want to say. He was like their guy. Staple Spine, if you're out there, I know you're probably very aware of Joseph Smolky. Shout out Jack, wherever you are. And I did like that first issue of the first series of We Don't Kill Spiders. I actually have a different outlook on spiders nowadays. I used to smash them right away when I see them. But most of the time you see a spider inside, they're lost. They're trying to find insects to eat, and they don't really come inside to bite you like mosquitoes do and shit like that. They're just like looking for stuff to eat. You leave them alone, they'll probably leave. They'll probably just go away. But there's the whole icky factor of it. It's like crazy 8-legged thing crawling around. I have a different outlook on them now, so I don't reflexively kill them anymore. I say I won't ever, but I just try not to. This is very cool. This is Groundbreaking Comics. Oshred. I'm not familiar with their work, but it's very cool. Oh, there we go. There's your penultimate book, and there is your final book for this evening. And we done finished up. Easter Spider.
We did it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Oh, Cherry Blackbird fan. Yeah, I forgot about the Cherry Blackbird. Thanks for bringing that up, John. That was another thing that Smarky did. That was very cool. Heard that at Rose City Comic Con. Yeah. Yes. Good times. All right, we're done. We're here. We did it. It's over. And we finished early. It's 10 minutes early. There we go. Marcus can get to bed on time. What you got going on next week, son?
Same as always, Mondays with JP back here with you on Wednesday night. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get there. Let's do this. All right. So, man, I'll be doing softball tomorrow. The season resumes. We got a big doubleheader tomorrow against the MILFs and Cookies in our second game. Those MILFs are undefeated, so wish us luck.
MILFs are, in fact, undefeated.
They are, in fact, undefeated. That's by the very nature of their existence. They're undefeated. So we're looking for, thanks for stopping by to everyone who stopped by, everyone who watched on the stream, everyone who was watching on the replay. We love all of you. We are nothing without you, and we wish you and peace and love. And until next time, God willing and the creek do not rise, we will be back here in 1 week to do this thing all over again with fun stuff. So till next time, as Ringo would say, peace and love. Peace and love. Good night, everybody.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.